Okay, then we have the product orientation, and that was from the 1930s to roughly the 1950s. Okay, now this era started once most of the firms had sorted out their production-related problems, and they shifted their attention to from improving the production process to improving their products. So instead of looking at their production lines and their machinery and their equipment, which they had already sorted out, they were now saying, okay, now we've got this Model T Ford, how can we make it better? Okay, how can we improve its quality? Add more features. Okay, and here are a few just example images of that will explain something of the product orientation. There you can see this guy is showing off his new and improved product. And here we can see an improvement on a bowl. So some people, they don't maybe like, or this company thinks that people don't like to mix their milk and their cereal because then the cereal goes soggy. So now they've created a new and improved bowl which you take a little bit of the cereal and then you dip it in your milk and then it's crunchy. And here's another new and improved product which is a toaster that will toast any image that you wanted to, and this guy probably gave it as a gift to someone, maybe his parents, so that every time they toast their food, their toast or their bread, his face will be on the toast. Okay, so these are gimmicky things. Okay, most people won't buy them. They're not day-to-day products. They're more gimmicks. So product-oriented firms believe that they will be successful if they manufacture good quality products, only if they manufacture good quality products. They don't really think about other things. All they care about is superior quality. We can have the best quality products with special features. And they assume that all customers care about that. That's what customers care about, the best quality product. Okay? So they don't do research to actually ask customers what they want. They don't involve customers in the design of their products either. They really don't pay much attention to their competitors and what they're doing. They just are focused on the product. That's all they can see. They forget everything other than their products. Now, there are problems with this orientation. It's ignoring customers' needs, and that can be fatal to a company. Consumers fundamentally buy products that satisfy their needs. They don't buy products just because they're high quality. They buy them for their need-satisfying properties. If a product is very impressive, but it doesn't satisfy their needs, they simply won't buy it. Doesn't matter how cool it is. And here are a few examples of products which are cool, but are they really necessary? So here's a product that's specifically designed just to pick up mealies. Now most customers will just use a fork or even just their hands. They don't need a whole product just to pick up mealies. So the question asks, do customers really need this? No. It's a nice to have. It might actually take up a lot of space just for one purpose. Here's another one. It's a plastic ice cream cone that swivels the ice cream so that you don't have to turn it with your mouth or with your hand. Now again, it's a nice to have, but do customers really need it? It's extra money, it takes up extra space. Most customers actually just like those kind of those cones that you can eat, and if they don't use that, they'll put it in a bowl. But they're not necessarily going to buy a special plastic thing just to eat it like that, and so that it swivels. And here's another quite fun one. This is something you put over your face so that you can have the perfect goatee. Now, someone who has a beard like myself and who has shaved it into a goatee before, I know that I would not buy that product. I would simply, because I can see in the mirror, right? So it's a nice to have, but I don't need it because I can just use the mirror. to see where I must cut and shave. Here's some more. This is a toilet time golf game, right? So put it by the toilet, and then while you're sitting on the toilet, you can play some golf. Oh wow, the things people come up with. Doubtful that many will buy this because it's, I don't know, it's just a bit silly. And here's another one. It's called Phone Fingers Work Perfectly While the iPhone's touchscreen and Prevent Fingerprints and Smudges. So you got to put on this thing while you're using your phone. It's nice to have, but it's not a necessity. People don't really need it. And here's another one. It slices your banana for you in identical slices. And again, it takes up space in the cupboard, but you can cut your banana with a knife. You don't need a special thing like this just to cut bananas with. And then lastly, butter that is in a Prit type container so that you can smear it on your bread. And it's obviously going to cost you a little bit more because it's in a special container, but do you really need it? Probably not. So these are perfect examples of companies that didn't really ask customers if they needed it. They just thought, wow, this will be such a cool product, let's make it and then try and sell it.